So first off, let's go around and let me at least get your name and your character's name, and then just that as we go around, and then I will let you guys have a conversation, just kind of like a little mini session zero to iron out anything in your character sheets, and that'll also give me a moment to look at what you guys are supposed to be doing as you first arrive to this party, and then I'll talk about content learnings and what this scenario is actually all about. So let's start at the top with Jonas. Your favorite one.
Hi. Yes, once again, regrettably going first, I am Jonas Tintenzer, they, them. I am playing the librarian Kezia Howlett today.
And we'll just go around a circle to Danny.
Perfect. So hi, Danny Mendoza, he, him. Super happy to be here. Thanks for having me. Playing military officer, the Right Honorable Simon Nathaniel Clancy today.
Thanks. Squeaky?
Hi, I'm Squeaky, they, them pronouns. I'm playing the maid to Countess Teresa, Cordelia Barker.
Hello everyone, my name is Julia Labouche. I use any pronouns, and I will be playing Valentine Dartmouth, who uses he, him pronouns, and is valet to Sir Richard Purcell.
Wonderful. And hopefully everybody still knows who I am, because this is going on my personal channel and I haven't been on there for a bit. So my name is Tanya, aka Tanya Lashia, and I will be, instead of what I usually say, which is the GM, I'm going to be the keeper today. How exciting, my first Call of Cthulhu experience. Okay, so really quickly, since everybody kind of knows who you're going to be, are there any questions or clarifications that anyone needs from anyone else or from me based on what I think I know about the scenario?
No, I mean, on my side, I think I'm okay from a character relationship perspective. I know that the other main one that I'm seeing here among our group, if I'm not missing anything, is potentially an interest in speaking with Cordelia. Just wanted to check in, Squeaky, to see if what your comfort levels are with regard to that.
Yeah. I'm totally fine with role-playing romance and stuff if it heads in that direction, because that's sort of how the pre-gens were written. All good with that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't, just so you know, I don't plan on forcing it, just if it's...
Yeah. If it's same.
Perfect. Cool.
Anything else or anyone else?
What I want to know, Cordelia, how we established we get along, but how close are we? Do we spend time together outside of our service to Countess Wellham, or strictly good work friends?
Yeah, I feel like I'm not super familiar with Regency outside of movies, but if I'm assuming that I live with the Wellhams and stuff, and so if they have just it's their library and stuff, I feel like Cordelia would kind of be a reader in her spare time, and so would probably spend a decent amount of time in the library, and kind of just as a byproduct of that end up hanging out with Kezia and talking.
Yeah, okay, so we're book buddies. Cool.
But yeah, have our own mini unofficial book club or something.
Totally, yes, absolutely.
Danny, I think we've cleared everything. You're closer with Richard, but we're friendly.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, just known Richard for a long time. But I think that, at least from my side of it, the way that I'm thinking of Simon, would want to be friendly with Valentine. How Valentine feels about that is up to you, right?
Yeah. And you and Richard are just hanging out, you don't work together?
I think right now, I mean, we did before. I think Simon's gotten Richard out of trouble a lot.
Fair.
In life, right? And so Simon feels a bit responsible for Richard, but I don't know how much he feels like it counts on Richard.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm talking smack because nobody's playing Richard here, so I feel like it's like we're gossiping.
Hey, he's not real.
That's true.
Fun to have an antagonist-ish NPC sometimes.
He's just our guy. No, I like Richard.
We count on Richard. Richard's a good time.
Richard's fun.
Richard's a good time. Simon's just a little bit serious for that, you know?
I mean, I'm going to be playing Richard, so we'll see if I'm a good guy.
Love it.
Okay. If there's nothing else, and you guys can continue to like ruminate, and then I'll give you a second to if you need to wrap up anything else before we actually get into the beginning. But essentially, this scenario that we're playing tonight is called Night at the Opera. And it's actually a little bit more than that. This is a full party weekend. Okay, you guys are going to be there from Friday afternoon to probably Sunday afternoon until you all roll out after having a Regency style rave with all the best people. This is going to be it's going to be like 100 people here. It's a lot of people. It's a whole huge concert. So you are expected to party, socialize. That is the goal, right? The goal is just to go and have a good time. So, however, and nothing strange is going to happen. It's going to be totally fun and normal. Exactly. So the content warnings for this scenario are coercion, drugging, and I did look at what that looked like. There are some mentions of it in like a library tome, and then there are mentions of the use of laudanum, but it's not drugging of others. And then suicide, that is also either self-induced or it's of mention. I don't generally go into depth about any things that would normally be in red, just generally as like a play style. And then they didn't have this on the content warnings, but these are ones that I added. PTSD specifically in terms of war, and so that is also another mention. And then I'll even say that there is a depiction of a character that actually displays symptoms of that. And then murder, because dueling is a norm. So people can kill each other in duels. Yeah. So those are all the content warnings. We are, if you don't know what we're generally using here is the X card. And since we're doing cameras, it's going to be an X or you can even just be like a stop. I'll take anything, but mostly just say, hey, can we take a break? Or hey, can we stop? That way I hear you if I'm like looking at my other screen. And then, so we're using the X card. So just at any point, no judgment. I want to make sure that everyone is having fun and not feeling like they can't enjoy the story. And then, generally my play style kind of encourages chaos. So I think I got a good group for that. I don't know. I've not actually played with most of you, but I'm feeling the vibes that this is a good group. So in general, that means that I am obviously reading the scenario and I'm following along. But if you go off the path or if you jump headfirst into something, I love it. Go for it. Can't wait to see what happens. And that's generally what's happening in my brain too. I'm always coming up with strange and fun ways to kill you. So I would love to see if you survive. And that's generally how I play all my games. So any questions about any of that?
I should also ask, as Danny and Squeaky did, my character has apparently multiple crushes on NPCs. So just want to make sure that I play that out as they come up and, do my yearning as as is the term.
Yeah, girl.
Yes, this is. I don't play many games with romance, but that's right. There is hints of romance or hints of infatuation, both with the NPCs that will be in the game as well as you guys. This is a one shot, so we are playing through the entire night today in a couple of hours. So wherever we get to, wherever you guys get to in terms of your relationships, maybe we can, if we have time, we can do a little epilogue of like what happens if you all leave Sunday morning, which I don't know why you wouldn't, because you're just going to the opera with friends.
Just a normal party.
Super normal, entirely reasonable way to put that. Not suspicious at all.
Danny, I dropped a question to you in the private chat.
Copy. Oh, looking over there. I think Val has a position of privilege that means they know a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And you'll find out what that means later.
Okay, so quick note to everybody else. You guys are allowed to bring whatever equipment and luggage you want, and that includes weapons for dueling. Even if you are a woman in this case, it's just generally that should be like concealed. But particularly if you're like military or unfortunately a man in this case, because we're playing Regency, you have a lot more privilege. I know that sounded bad, but you know what I meant. But you have a lot more privilege. You can carry your weapons a little bit more freely. So you can have dueling pistols and dueling swords as well on your person. So take a minute if that's not something that's in like your. I don't think they have for your. I don't think you have like a loadout. Yeah. So if you haven't put like, oh, I want to definitely bring X, Y, and Z, now you know that you can definitely bring that, and also anything you want in your luggage, pretty much. There's no one's gonna like go through it. And then what else? You guys are traveling to the Bellevue house from London. So you're all from London. And the journey is going to be about 6 hours. So it's a long ride in a carriage. Yeah. So whoever you're riding with, which I've already kind of put you guys into carriages, you guys have had 6 hours to bond. So keep that in mind when you get there.
What year is it specifically?
I think it's, I'm going to say 17 something, but it might be off. It says it at the very beginning. Oh, no, 1814.
1814, thank you.
Okay, that's that note. What's the next one? Oh, yeah. So like I said, this is a large party that is supposed to be the whole weekend, but specifically Saturday night is the crescendo. That's what you're all there for. So that is going to be the opera. And so the whole point of why everyone's here is a whole weekend long, socializing, partying, and then also maybe whatever else you might be looking for. And then anything else I need to mention? I don't think so. This is going to be pretty much open free play. Like there is a map and you guys will be able to go wherever you'd like to go. Some things will look different in the day than they will at night. So if you go someplace and you try to look around, maybe you want to try to come back later in the day. That's Saturday. Any questions about the kind of confines of what the game is supposed to look like? Okay. So how we are doing this is I'm going to move into the story, and we're going to start with 2 groups arriving separately. But you guys, again, have been in these carriages for 6 months together. So Teresa Wellham is going to be with Kezia and Cordelia in you guys' private carriage. while Richard is going to be with his cousin Simon and Valentine.
Oh, your cousins, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the two. And actually, let's have Danny and Julia. No, Janny and Jonas roll me a die.
Which kind?
D10.
Any? A choice? Oh, okay.
A D10?
Yeah, D10. Just a
I got a 2. Got a 2 over there.
4.
4 and 2?
Yeah.
Okay. The Wilhelms will arrive first. So let me see here. I wanted to test. This. Oh. Can everyone hear music?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Very cool.
Yes.
Not creepy.
Too loud?
No, it's beautiful. It's really good balance. It's hard to get for dialogue.
Hey. Nothing like those pre-tech checks. Okay. So, it has been 6 long hours since you have left wherever you were living or lounging or maybe just staying with friends in London. And you have at this point are making your way up to the Bellevue house. And the first to arrive is Count Teresa Wilhelm. As you all pass like the outer wall of this huge mansion, you all see a grand old structure. It has a huge east and west wing flanking on either side of a domed center. And it has a bunch of gardens and beautiful manicured lawns in the front. It is modern, but seems to be inspired by ancient and old ruins. Because as you guys are driving up the driveway, you also pass a ruined medieval watermill. The west edge of the property has several small houses for servants, and it also has a large set of stables. As you all come around, Teresa, Kezia, and Cordelia in your carriage, Teresa has been talking pretty much nonstop the entire time about how absolutely delightful it is going to be to finally get her hands on whatever is in the library. Specifically, she knows that tonight something really special might be there. And you guys have just been kind of chatting back and forth, but she's been buzzing. So by the time you all sort of arrive, how are you feeling about how excited she's being about these? She basically is calling them all these wondrous and fantastical things. And wouldn't it be so fascinating if they were actually real? And I wonder if we can take some time to go to the library tonight. And did you bring X, Y, and Z from what she asked you to bring? And she's been really not giving you any moment to talk back the whole time. But finally, when you get to the servants, as they are all standing, waiting to receive you, she is kind of gathering her things on the seat next to her. And how are you both feeling? Kezia, how's this ride been for you?
Trapped in a carriage with Countess Teresa for an extended period of time, talking about how exciting it is to read all the books they're going to look at, is basically Kezia's dream scenario in her current space of employment. So I think she's feeling very relaxed and excited, equally excited, and yeah, and that too, and even though Teresa's completely trampling over her and not actually getting a response, but it's just like Kezia is so into it that she's imagining she is participating in the conversation.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. What about you, Cordelia?
Cordelia, I think, at first was kind of playing on the energy and also got kind of excited, but just as over the course of 6 hours, as this didn't really let up, like she'd been planning to read or something and didn't get really the chance for that. I think she's like still excited for her, since they're good friends and she's happy that her friend is happy, but is also still like a little bit worried and just like, hey, are you alright? This is a lot at once. But is still like smiling and trying to be supportive of her friend, but is just like a little bit almost socially burnt out from this just before everything even starts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're both kind of amazed how she's been able to keep this energy for this long, and it doesn't look like it's going to slow down anytime soon. And literally, as soon as the doors open, as the servant on the outside opens it, she is generally, it's a little bit more, demure, or more of a decorum for one of you to get out first. But she's already out and on the side. Not really looking at anyone in particular, but there is a row of other carriages in front of you guys that are stopping, letting people out, and then going along. And then you can see still a continuance of new carriages that are coming behind you. But you can already hear how loud it is in like the grand hall before you've even gotten up the staircase because the doors are open. Already so many people. This is going to be quite a night, quite a weekend. And so as you all are standing there, a carriage behind you stops. And we have Richard, Purcell, Valentine, and Simon. Now, your carriage has been decidingly the opposite. Richard has been sort of like smoking nonstop on a pipe, recounting the old days. For the first 3 hours, it was some work that he has found in Calcutta and, some exotic things that he's picked up. And you're like, okay. The last 3 hours, though, he kind of jumps back and forth in his timeline of, oh, I remember. You remember this, Simon? It was weeks ago, but he's just constantly kind of talking. And this is the long droll that rarely there's not much of interest until once in a while he'll mention, he's interested to maybe see, who's on the dance floor tonight. And sometimes he'll ask, particularly Simon, like, are you looking for anything of interest tonight? Anything? Just kind of like trying to.
I'm just excited to hang out with Tessa, to see our dear cousin. Been some time. I do think that you should consider how you want to approach tonight before we get there. Just try to think about how much you want to do before we start. Right? I know it can be a lot.
I'm sorry, but
I understand. I'm not trying to say don't have a good time. Just there are going to be a lot of people there whose business interests might be of interest to you, and perhaps you want them to see you as someone to take seriously.
What he means is don't make a complete ass out of yourself in front of that Emily girl, Richard.
Well, there is that also. If you'd like for her to take you seriously in the way that we all know that you'd like her to take you seriously, you may want to present yourself as a tad serious as well as a good time.
I find this conversation completely inappropriate. I'm not really sure what either of you are even referring to. So
then never you mind.
And he sort of just pipes he smokes on his pipe and looks out the window.
I think Simon gives you a look, Valentine, of we got him to shut up. It's a practice.
Accomplished.
Yeah.
He is furiously smoking his pipe. The smoke is billowing out of the window as you guys arrive, right behind a carriage in front of you, and the door opens, and he looks over at both of you and just goes,
"Of course, I'll step out, gentlemen."
All right. Thank you. Richard, you don't have to go out before or after me on ceremony. It's whatever you want.
Well, I disagree. Ceremony is necessary.
All right, then go ahead.
And he goes in front.
Go at the end and say, all right, thank you, Valentine, and nod to anyone we see around us. Do we see Kezia and Cordelia?
Oh, yes. You both probably have gotten out already. Teresa is chatting with some person that is directly in front of you two. And as soon as she sees Richard, he walks over to her and they begin to chat. But you all are able to make eye contact with one another.
Frozen
Really,
up
it was
a
kind
little bit. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I think I was just kind of standing behind Teresa a bit, just looking around, taking it all in at the bigness of everything. But once I heard the voices coming from the other carriage, I kind of spin around and especially lock eyes with Simon and just kind of give a little wave.
Simon freezes up a little bit at seeing Cordelia immediately, was not yet mentally prepared for that, and does his best to have a curt nod that is a bit rougher, he thinks, than he wanted it to be, and now doesn't feel like he can do a second thing, so he's just stuck in. And gives a quick wave back and says, "Cousin Tessa!" Wave to you as well.
What is everyone else doing as you all begin to congregate? There are more carriages come and more carriages leave and more people pour out as they walk up the stairs.
I'm probably gathering Richard and Simon's bags.
Well, actually, there will be servants all ready for that. And as you kind of pick them up, they kind of take them from you. Like, no, we have them.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Seeing Simon's uniform dress, Kezia will, unwilling to broach a conversation first, as that might be seen as unwieldy due to her, duty to stay by Countess Wellham. She will slightly kind of inch closer to the soldier boys as we're all kind of seeing people come in, and just kind of keeps like looking over and trying to get his attention enough that he asks first what she wants.
Love it.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Have we met before?
No.
I'm sorry. I'm Simon Clancy.
Officer, Sir, Lieutenant Clancy, it's a pleasure. It's
Yes, thank you. Simon is fine. Really.
Simon. Oh, okay. Well, I'm Kezia. Kezia Howlett. I'm Countess Wellham's librarian. I was just wondering, perhaps, do you know if Mr. Lieutenant Trevithick is coming from the Lifeguards Regiment? I hear he might be in attendance this evening, this weekend.
Honestly, I don't know other people's social calendars very well. Valentine, do you know? Did you hear the question?
Pardon?
Do you mind repeating?
Kezia looks completely mortified at having to repeat this question to anybody else, but she goes, Lieutenant Trevithick of the Lifeguards Regiment, will he be in attendance?
Oh, well, I hope so. I've been looking to meet the man myself. What did you say your name was, dear?
I'm Kezia Howlett. Pleasure to...
Librarian. I'd actually love to see Tessa's library. It's lovely too.
Oh.
Yes. I will...
or the Bellevue Library.
Yes. Valentine Dartmouth, and I'll take Kezia's hand and do the polite kiss of the knuckles.
Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, pleasure to meet you, Miss Dartmouth. I should return to the Countess, but thank you. I hope to see you both around. Perhaps we could visit Lord Ellington's library together. I hear he has quite the collection. Just kind of continually nod her head and back away.
During all this, Cordelia has kind of subtly been shuffling up behind almost to the point where you don't realize she's there until she, until, like, if Kezzy is backing up, almost bumps into her.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I should have looked around. Shuffles away to Countess Wellham.
Good to meet you, Kezia.
Yeah, good to meet you.
If you'd like, maybe you could give us a bit of a tour of. I know it's not your library, but
let the girl go.
All right.
It sounds
make her feel better. I think she was embarrassed.
We'll see you inside.
Thank you,
Oh, dear.
Ms. Barker.
Lieutenant, it's nice to see you. There's so many people here.
It's a lot of people. I don't really like being around this many people either, but I am quite glad to see you.
And you as well. She kind of like is trying to just subtly look around, like with just her eyes and not her head, just like.
You two know each other.
We met briefly.
Yes.
Lieutenant Clancy has come to Countess Wellham's before, and we've met. Yes.
Brief but unforgettable meetings. Quite the conversationalist. Makes quite the impression.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Kind of fidgets with her hands a little bit.
Yes. Perhaps if Ms. Howlett is so kind as to lend her professional skills to us this evening, we could break away from the crowds, a smaller group of us, Valentine, if you're interested, and see what we see in the library of such a storied establishment.
Oh, I would love that. She kind of like, her eyes widen at first at surprise, and then sort of like a little bit timidly is like, of course, I would need to speak with Countess Wellham if I can't leave her side, but
I would like to invite Tessa here, and Tessa would require assistance. Tessa always requires assistance.
Yes.
You all seem.
If she would.
Sorry, you finish.
If she would join us, that would be lovely.
You all seem rather desperate to leave the party.
I'm not much one for crowds.
And you know me, Valentine. I can't wait to go home.
That makes two of us, brother.
Yeah. That's all right. We'll get into a bit of fun our way, show face, and get out of here, hopefully with Richard in one piece. If we are lucky and God is good.
And Cordelia, feel free to tell your countess that I am at her service as well, should the need come.
I'm sure she would appreciate it. Thank you. Mr. Dartmouth, was it?
Valentine.
Valentine.
Did you hear that, Mr. Dartmouth? I like that. No, the Mr. Dartmouth. You could pick up my honorifics if you'd like, and you could take them with you. I hate the thing. Maybe tonight I could be, Mr. Clancy. You could be the Right Honorable Dartmouth.
Oh, please.
Take that away from me, please.
Mm-hmm. You guys carry on with your back and forth and your chit chat as you finally make your way up the stairs. The Countess is in front of you, along with Purcell. The party is already in full swing. There are tons of people already here, still many coming through the door. And you can already see in the main area, which is the foyer, it kind of goes off into huge areas of the home. There is obviously the impressive library you were all talking about, but there's also an art gallery in the home. Outside is a riding stable, a garden, and then there's also an entire west wing where that's where like the ballroom will be and where you'll have all your food, and that will be where the opera is. And then the rest of the floors, the third floor and the fourth floor, are where the sleeping quarters are. It is at this moment Friday afternoon, and people begin to finally slow as the main area gets full. servants are walking around with little silver plates of food. The champagne is endless. But you're always welcome to ask for something else. They have anything and everything you might be looking for. As you all are in the main area, there's a lot that you can do if you stay in here, just for socializing, really. There's nothing to do until tomorrow, but the place is buzzing. Everyone's talking. They're all having very different conversations. But you are welcome to either visit the gardens or the library, or you can even try to find the art gallery, or you can stay in this main area. You can also go outside of the main grounds, and I think I have a map.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Boom shakalaka. Okay. And you are free for the afternoon and the evening until they call for dinner to do whatever you want.
Are we just in the top little bit right now?
Yes, I believe you're in, let's say you're in 3, because there doesn't really seem to be
and we would have entered from the top of the handout, right? So the main entrance is
right.
It's like a big turtle.
Like a big turtle. Yes.
Turtle going wide.
Love that.
I saw a guy taking like a power stance. Like,
so it could be a turtle taking a power stance.
That's true.
I was gonna say that the original power stance is the turtles.
Anyway.
Yeah, I believe that after making perfunctory rounds on Clancy's side, on Simon's side, Simon will want to see if a group wants to go to the library and elsewhere. Would not want to stay in the ballroom rotunda any longer than absolutely necessary, but will put up with being there for some time in order to show face.
Sure. I think as soon as you both arrive, Purcell and Simon, you are kind of flooded at first with a little flurry of interest. Mostly Richard from, some eligible young ladies who have come to see, if he has some availability on his dance card later. And you are also most likely approached by a multitude of people, but is there anyone or anything in particular that you're looking for tonight?
The oldest scotch that this house has, and quiet, really. I think that if you would agree, because this is perhaps more your call than mine, most of the people coming up to Simon are misguidedly interested in speaking with a war hero about war stories that Simon is decidedly disinterested in discussing. Polite, firm handshakes, smiles that do not reach the eyes on Simon's side, and less and less patience with it as each person arrives in a way that I think Valentine might recognize if Valentine's attending. So that need for the aforementioned scotch will increase exponentially person to person who does that to Simon, as will his impatience to leave this room.
And I think I am picking up on this, and I'm staying nearby you for now. And I can't do it a ton or it will become obvious, but occasionally there will be someone who seems naive enough, and I'd be like, well, if you want a real story, Richard Purcell is the one, and just try to take as much heat off of Simon, because I can tell he's uncomfortable.
Beautiful. Also, Richard will love that. Richard also thinks real stories are written. So that's
yes. And he's not paying one iota of attention to whether they are coming from you and being redirected from Valentine or not. He is thrilled when another person comes up and asks him to regale the same story he has been telling for the last 6 hours. He never tires of it. And yes, I definitely think you do get a good amount of people not even necessarily wanting to talk to you, and so your annoyance is even harder, I think, to keep down because they're mostly coming up and just simply talking at you, right? Being like, "Oh my goodness, we know you've done this, and you must be so proud and so excited. And what do you think? What are you looking for tonight? Are you planning to get married? Oh boy!" And this is just constantly talking at you. Not really interested in listening to anything you have to say.
Right. Yes, and I think knowing that and being used to it, also the answers are the minimum viable product necessary to make this person feel as though I'm responding. At which point I just allow them the room to continue to speak at me as I know they wish to do.
Mm-hmm. And they do until Valentine is able to scoop them up and push them off to more personal. Kezia and Cordelia, you two are kind of in a very similar state. Teresa is very popular. People are coming up to her and talking with her, and she sometimes tries to get you both involved. You're like, oh, well, you must hear, what Cordelia was talking about the other day. Tell them about that one, scripture or book you were telling me about. But people are less interested in holding a conversation with you. Rarely holding your gaze, not often, sometimes even waving you away. And she is slightly annoyed by this, but everyone is also telling her exactly what she wants to hear. Everyone wants to listen to her voice. And so she would prefer to continue to have those conversations, even though she would like for you two to be more included. And so you two just kind of find yourselves waiting in her vicinity.
I think Cordelia during all this is like sort of mostly content to be in this position. I feel like she grew up basically with the Countess and has kind of been in this position a lot. And so she knows the Countess is more of a social butterfly than her and likes to kind of stay and listen to the stories and to some degree appreciates Tessa trying to involve her, but also kind of freezes up a little bit anytime anyone, like, she doesn't know who seems important is talking to her. So every time the people kind of just are like, oh, yeah. But anyway, she's just like a little bit in the back of her mind, oh goodness, thank God. But yeah, so she's sort of playing a supporting role here to the Countess, but at the same time is kind of like purposely hanging back even physically a little bit just so she can like still look towards the other group that they were talking to earlier, just kind of seeing where they are, how they are. It's sort of perhaps getting a little bit of a vibe of Simon being annoyed, but doesn't really know why. Hasn't heard everything people have been saying to him, and so is just a little bit worried about him, but figures she might ask later or might not. Some point, maybe like just kind of grabs a sandwich or something from a passing servant, feeling almost a little weird about that because she's usually the one in that position, but pretending in her little head like, oh, I'm so fancy, I'm the one getting served.
Yeah.
I think Kezia is generally pretty similar. If the Countess is encouraging conversations about literature, of course that draws her out of her shell more. She's very happy to talk about this new novel she just read from this up and coming author. It's called Pride and Prejudice, and it's the hot stuff, having come out like a year and a half ago. And she's also looking around and just so casually, completely cool in a way that no one who's looking at her would ever notice, desperately twitching toward the doors every time they open and looking to see if Lieutenant Trevithick has entered.
Yes. Luckily, as you all are trying to both allow the attention but also be okay with not getting as much attention. You are able to pay attention to what's going on around you. So if anyone would like to, you can make a reputation roll just to kind of see what you can glean. You can also do a fashion roll if you're like looking specifically at everyone here. There's a bunch of people, and they all, like at a glance, look super fancy. And perhaps you'll find something of interest. So just let me know what you're rolling.
I'm not seeing reputation on the list.
It's underneath your main skills. It's not in this. I was confused by that too.
Okay, got
it. It's a little bit different. It's specific to Regency.
Okay, I'm gonna do fashion because that one's a little bit better. Fail.
What?
Don't know if I have fashion, but I'll try reputation, I guess.
My Call of Cthulhu
fail
continues.
Okay.
Not the worst fail, but not 45 over 33.
Okay.
We're all rolling, right?
Yeah, anyone who would like to.
Okay, so failure. I really wanted Clancy to fail at this. And I just would love to point out that Clancy has a 26% on fashion and rolled a 73. So it's
wow.
Cool. I'll keep the train going. I also failed. However, I specifically rolled a critical fumble. So.
Immediately! Wow.
Yeah. In my desperate attempt to find Lieutenant Trevithick, who I definitely am not interested in.
Why would you?
Why would anyone think that? I don't understand.
All right. Lovely. You all are half looking around the room, half waiting for enough people to get away from you so that you can maybe slip away. And you are sort of paying attention to what's going on, but everyone's talking in a flurry, and they're all talking about kind of the same thing, but they're also going in and out of their own personal conversations. And I'll say that the one thing that you all sort of catch, because everyone is kind of talking about it, is that this is very impressive. Like everything you see here, the manner, as well as this, I was gonna call a six-figure opera, but like the person who they have booked that will be performing these scenes for you all is they're very well known. And so you guys are getting quite the treat. So everyone's just kind of a buzz about Saturday night. They're very excited. Kezia, you do indeed see, what is his name? Trevithick?
His name is the incredibly sexy Lieutenant Galahad Trevithick.
Ooh. We do see the lieutenant. He is walking into, you could say he's fashionably late, and he is looking perfect in every way. He is still wearing his uniform as well for these formal events, and so he is standing proud. Mm-hmm. And he is not the only person that catches, your eye, or the other way around. There are many ladies that are walking immediately in his direction, but surpringly, he is looking directly at you.
Oh no!
Driving in your direction, long, comfortable walking. He has a saber that's by his side that he's holding. He is going to walk directly up to you in public and probably speak directly to you, which is probably horrifying. I don't know if you would lose sanity for that, but
sanity check. A hot man.
So hot that it breaks reality.
I just want to throw this out. He is, from what my description says of him, is that first of all, he's melancholy, so he's a sad boy. But it says he's beautiful and brave and is willing to think and express ideas. We love a man who will think and express ideas.
In 1814? Yeah, man.
I know. That's I love it. It's not good ideas, just ideas.
Need for me is
dude has a brain and it works.
His
Absolutely.
character page for me is handsome and tall at several inches above 6 feet.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Good choice.
Legitimately rare for the time, I believe.
Yeah, I think, well, I was going to suggest one result for my fumble, but if he's walking toward me, I think that would be too terribly horrible. So I think I will modify it slightly, and as I turn and, like, I'm checking over my shoulder every every 30 seconds to see who's coming in. And when I see him, I do a double take and, like, turn in shock and trip over my own dress slightly, and, like, I was gonna fall flat on my face, but I'm gonna save myself from that. But, like, get caught up my shoe, like, step on the inside of my dress, and, like, and, like, trying to get my foot out as he's approaching me.
Mm-hmm. Not only is this happening, but obviously this place is packed, so it's not like you're tripping over just yourself.
Right.
You accidentally bump into one of the ladies, and she whirls around. This is a buxom and large woman who has a servant next to her, who's always next to her with a plate of hors d'oeuvres, and she is sipping a fine glass of champagne that bumps and gets all over her beautiful gown.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Standing next to you, I immediately, like, pull a rag out of my, like, not pockets, but pouches.
Still
I always have one.
As well. Time is of the essence. What are you going to do as these things happen in one after the other?